Step in the dance looking like Shabba. Gold rings, gold chains, shining. Gold chaps, gold teeth when I'm rhyming.
Stepping at the dance, it's a madness. Even Shabba knew about my rankings. I'm a general, old school with it. 2-step to boom, I get bojo with it. Dancing on my section, but we share a love from a distance.
Finally back at it. Hello, what's happening? It's your boy Sinner, and I'm back here with another Raid Shell Legends. And if you enjoyed this clip, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also go check out my gaming channel, Reaper Plays. Even though so many people have their name, but I guess what's unique to mine is that it has Crollo on it. If you can go search up for it, but anyway. Hope you enjoy today's grind. Even though currently I'm on my 6th walkthrough play this video, because currently my level's a bit higher, like around level 25, because pretty much most of the levels grow mainly based on the challenges you face. But I think mainly on I was on the dungeons end a bit more. So notice the fourth one on the right, the fourth level, I already passed that level and pretty much leveled up most of my characters. So right now it's just looking back, I'm like, wow, you really came along, because that character that is right there in the very back is like a level 36 right now. Like, he's overpowered, and the character I have, though he's at level 17, he's also overpowered. So yeah, like many overpowered characters. The character who's on the top bottom left, who's a Holy Knight, is currently at level 15, but I think my goal for each and one of them is to get to level 60 and then past that, and also just to sacrifice less, because it'll be just a bit too easy. And yeah, he's still overpowered as fuck, so yeah. Oh, right. Here's a verbal example. Even though we should have one-shot, but we move. Anyway, enjoy. I mean, I've been coming to the point. So basically, the story for Rapchat Legends is that the main elf that I have that will definitely not sacrifice has been revived. Well, I chose revive over the 4 heroes, and we are basically supposed to save this dying world from darkness and to go on these various quests. The first one that we went on was to save a kingdom from a king who is corrupted by this dark force called Seroth, probably a demon or an entity somewhat like Sauron the Great from Lord of the Rings. It's like someone has a storyline but mixed with other type of intermingling fantasy stories, but it kind of has that vibe. And currently you have to take your company right now through a dark city of lizards in the underground, because if you go around it will take longer. If you go through it, it's just dangerous. But anyway, looking back at it, it's pretty fun. I'm like pretty damn happy over this one, even though like most of the characters, like this level 3 one, he got sacrificed. I sacrificed him for the sake of power, and many times the best is to sacrifice them at level 5 or 7, because by the time they get to level 12 or 11, you'll be like, nah, I want to keep them alive. And yes, we got a new level in Faction Wars. I'm currently on level 25 and still haven't gotten out there. Actually, I have. It's just they have very powerful opponents, and the death I kept for a while, but then I eventually sacrificed. The boss here isn't overpowered, but he is a very impressive character that I would like to unlock. So yeah, just enjoy as we reminisce over each and one of our victories here, as I just overpower our way through, as usual. Top 10 overpowered anime characters. Just happens to be an overpowered demon mage or skeleton demon mage.
After dispatching the lizard men tainted by the shadow, the company waylaid a messenger bearing a missive from the king. They demanded that he direct them to the royal encampment. Trembling for his life, the emissary pleaded that he knew nothing of such a camp. He had only ever received the sealed messages from a hooded knight at the catacombs of the Temple of Narbak. Emerging from the sewers, the company set their compass northeastward and began a long and arduous trek to the catacombs. At last, they arrived at Narbuk, where the temple was now consecrated to the cult of Suroth. Guided by their torches, they entered the catacombs, where the wind howled with the anguished screams of the restless dead. As they sank deeper into the vaulted galleries, a voice on the wind became ever more distinct, now echoing words of protest, now prayers to Lamea, the goddess of light.
If I'm not mistaken, the goddess of light. Oh look, new tournament position, by the way, even though currently I'm nowhere close to that position, because when you see my upcoming Rapchat Legends, my tournament position is so different. I mean, on the bright side, my level 3 dark mage is a freaking 36, and that's a huge accomplishment, especially for me. So what I'm saying story wise is that Hamea, I believe she is the goddess that sent us on this mission and resurrected us. But as far as we know, I don't really trust her. I have a feeling she kind of is working with she's kind of working with Suroth, because Suroth kind of sounds like a demon lord or something like that, or probably just a dark spirit or something around that. But as far as we know, story will always be compelling, even though there isn't really any main character. It's kind of like if this was in an anime show, this would be an anime show filled with multiple characters that have their own story, that have their own levels to grow through, and you're pretty much just going to explore multiple lands, from the elves, the dwarves, the humans. At times you'll go to angels, demons, orcs, other unknown fantasy type creatures we would normally consider to be dope or OP, which I found plenty. The elves are starting to be less and less as OP as they were, or maybe it's just I'm not giving much thought into or much credit as they do, because the dark elves when the monkeys are overpowered. As for combat, they are annoying if they're what's being played against, but they're not normally the type hierarchy here. But so far, it's been your boy Sand Reaper. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we out, and see you around, guys. Peace, and download that shit. Hey.
Likee